I'm going to do another one of these. I got a another little light. I just did the VIJIM VL110. This is the VIJIM VL196. Well, it's the VIJIM. So I think it's another subset of the brand. But I think it's the same manufacturer. For some reason, they've changed the branding. And there's a lot of similarities. So this is 2500 to 9000 K, 5000 mAh battery, USB-C charging, 3.7 volts. But yeah, we're going to see what it looks like. I know nothing about this. I mean, I've seen them, but, you know, it's still got the shrink wrap on, so you can tell that I've not actually seen one of these in action. So, we will discover together. All right, let's take this shrink wrap off, toss it. The box comes off like this. Oh wow, this is good. This is. Now what's rattling around? What is to rattle around in here? Yeah, it's like suctioned on. All right. It's probably just the box being a little different shape than each other. Okay. Let's get on focus. All right, so this is, well, for comparison, this is my, but whatever, it's the same size. But let's hope it's a little brighter. All right, so looks like a semi-transparent screen, but you can kind of see there's LED bars in here as they run this way. But hopefully this diffusion face will definitely help. Looks like we got a little screen here, a color temperature guide, a tripod mount, and charging port. And then we have some, oh, these are dials. Okay, this one is a springy. Oh yeah, so this dial, it's springy. And this one rotates. So this one's maybe a little less. So this one probably selector. And this one's to dial the temperature. And so this one's always active. Whereas like the other one, you have to physically press the button to get it to change. So this one's always active, so you can just dial it in instead of having to press, which would probably be cool because you might be able to, like, if you're videoing, you may be able to dial it and change the temperature a little bit. But all right, let's look and see if there's anything else in here before we get rid of all this stuff. Oh, there's some handy dandy finger thingies here. So oh shoot, tore that to pieces. What else is going on here? Oh, wow, there's more stuff. Shows how much I know about this thing. There's so much more stuff. I totally forgot that it came with all this other stuff. Oh, okay. There we go. Adapter goes on to that. And then this is a swivel head. It's for a tripod or probably for a fixed mount, because if you have a tripod, you can adjust the head. Whereas that is probably for something more fixed. All right. So we got a little USB-C to USB charging cable in here. I'll go over here to the rest of them. And some instructions, hopefully in English. I'm just kidding. I can read Chinese. Yep. Goes through whatever, but we'll go through it all together. I don't want to read about it before we see it. But it is odd. There's a diffusion screen here already on it. And then they include another diffusion screen. Or piece of silicone. And then this honeycomb, which is probably limits the amount of light, points it, makes it more directional. So maybe we'll go through a couple of these if we have time. So let's get all this stuff out of the way and just have a look at it first. All right, let me get those screens. All right, let's see if we can power this thing on. Last light I got had 100% power and held charge like a champ. All right. Okay, this guy is. All right, we're going to turn this off. And then we're going to refocus a little higher up so we can see what's going on this screen. All right, as you can see, right there, it says fireworks. Okay. So this one has scenes. Each scene will do any number of different things. Let's see how we select. So if we click the power button, okay, the power button changes the setting. So this is the color temperature. All right, this is the RGB. So then there's variations between all the spectrum of light and measured by degrees. 0 to 360. And then, so if we press it one more time, yeah, I don't know what that is. HSI, I don't know these terms, but we'll see what it does. Okay, let's start with color temperature. This is always fun. So we got 100%. So this is 100%. This is bright. So like, this is me chilling, you know, little dark office. This is way brighter than my cell phone for sure. But let's adjust. So this is 100%. We'll take it all the way down to 0%. At 0%, it is 100% off. So let's dial that back up just a little bit. That's 1%. You can, you know, it's pretty some light. Let's lay something out here for effect. So that's 1. We'll dial it up slowly. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. All right, 100% brightness. There's you all. All right, so now that that's done, let's go through the temperature. I'm just going to keep it 100% brightness. No point in diminishing it. That's all for on site, as I would say, settings. So whatever you're shooting. All right. Okay, that's cool. So this clicker, there's a springy switch. That springy switch selects, well, I thought it did. I don't know what it's doing. Oh, okay. Never mind. Springy switch does what it says it does. So it goes between temperatures. So this is all the way maxed out. 9,000. It's not blue. I wouldn't say it's blue at all. It's very, very clear. But it's not quite like a true to color. So like I wouldn't say, oh, this is daylight. You know, this is when the sun comes into the window and this is daylight on here. No. So let's take it down. 6,500. It's getting there. And the other one, the 5,000K, was like the winner. Like 4,000K was the winner. But see, that's the thing. This is like 4,000K right here. It's like it looks blue and yellow to me. I don't know, but let's see if we can find what we like. I don't really like that. It's too yellow. Let's go up 5,000K. 5,000K looks blue. Oh, I don't know. Whoa. Okay. So compared to the other one, the VL110, 2,500K with this one, I believe, is much more yellow. But that's okay. I mean, probably using different diodes, maybe a different chip, something that's dialing it in just a little differently, which is okay. You just got to learn to use the equipment you work with, and everything has its little quirks. It's not a breaker, but that's about right. I mean, so the other one, 4000K for me was like the right color temperature for just general purpose. Let me see. Let's focus this out. Like, but on this one, 3000K to me looks like a good, good temperature for just. I'm just gonna pull the camera out and shoot some stuff. I don't want it to look too colorful. But all that aside, let's. We've seen it all the way through. 2500. We'll go all the way up. All the way up to 9000 Kelvin. Ooh, it's starting to look blue. All right. And then you got a little adjustment for that. Let's go to this one. This is H. I don't know what H is. But it's going to run us through some colors. I am curious on this one when you adjust brightness. Okay, so this is red. I mean, this is like nightmare red. And then I'm going to adjust the brightness on it just to see. Okay, so it's actually just diminishing, because the other one, there may be a setting on this one too, where there's a weird proportionality between the white light and the colored light. But all right, let's take it through. Let's go up a few degrees. All right, 30. Let's get yellow. It's getting to yellowish green. Green. It's hard to see. It's a good light. I mean, see the contrast on my hand? I mean, I can definitely see why you'd want one of these. Let's do a little setup, shooting anything. I mean, all right, now let's keep going up. All right, that green's nice. It's hard to tell on the camera because it's so bright, but man, that looks cool. Let's see. That light blue, it's kind of weird. Purplish, blue. There we go, purple. Man, that purple's nice. I mean, it's some nice contrast and whatnot. All right. All the way up, back to magenta, and then red. Ooh, man, that pink. See, some of the colors on the 110 look slightly different, and it's probably just a matter of down to the physical quality of what's in here and what is also being filtered through this screen, and then there's probably some other things that I don't understand, but make it all the way back up to your blood red. All right, so now I'm going to just change the focus back to here. So you can see the screen. We'll go through some of these scenes. See, this is shades. I'm not going to pretend to understand what the shades are. It's probably whatever color you have set here. So let's say set a nice green, and then you go to the shade, and then you can diminish it. And then there's a proportional relation between the amount of green or blue or whatever it is that's mixed in with that's offset by a white light of probably whatever temperature you have set. So this actually may be a little more tweakable than the other one. But the battery seems to be holding pretty good. Okay, these are the scenes. Start number 1, see if they're all the same order. Yep, cop car, first one. Somebody called the popo. All right. All right. Cop cars, blue and red. Ambulances, white and blue, maybe some red. Nope. And fire engine, it's going to be a mix of all three, white, blue, and red, I believe. No, just white and red. Lightning. Lightning's variable, very variable. So much that it's not predictable, which is what it's supposed to be. Fireworks. Cycle's a little fast for me, but TV. But the only thing I don't like about the TV setting is it doesn't change color temperature at all. But that's just me being me. Candle. Party. So it seems kind of like a boring party to me, but fault bulb. So this one I can actually see people using for some reason out of all these scenes. I mean, like, you set it up and you have like a set this up in a little doorway, and you're outside the doorway and you're shooting, and you do a short shot or a series of shots to try to capture varying degrees of light like a flash. I mean, I can see it all day long being useful. Of course, I doubt many people are using that, but pulsing, it's going to fade through the intensity. Strobe, that's more like a party. RGB strobe. Discotheque. Paparazzi. Spastic take on strobe. Emergency. Well, however you want to interpret it. HL beam, so I think it's going to go high to low, high to low. Red flash. It's actually varying timing, which I didn't realize, which I don't think the other one does. Green flash. Blue flash. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. And then HSI slow. So this is the fade. I mean, this is a fade. You park it somewhere. You're taking photos. You want to get a variety of different colors of light. It's probably what you use. So literally on this thing, there's like the scenes. There's a couple settings I'd use, but in terms of overall functionality, it seems to be very tunable. So, this one has a fast. The other one doesn't have a fast, I don't think. I have to go back and look. But if you're shooting fast and you want to see if you can capture a bunch of different lights and then maybe stitch a couple of photos together to get the right color on the face, that's probably, or surface. All right, let's see what else. Okay, back to cop car. All right, I'm going to slide back on. We're going to turn this off. Hold it down. Yep, there it goes. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's the exact same size as my phone. Fit in my pocket, front pocket, back pocket, a pocket, like, no complaints. Seems good. It's one of the things would be like battery life. If it's practical for mounting to the top of a camera, is it more practical on a tripod? Is it more practical using it setting around somewhere here and there? All those different kinds of things. But I like it. It's cool. It seems substantial. Seems decently sealed. I didn't get to any of these, but maybe I'll do another video with some of these. But cool. Thanks for watching. And this is, again, the 196. All right, so let's do a quick rundown of these filters. I won't be long. Of course, I say that, but I'm very long-winded on this stuff. Just because I'm fascinated with all sorts of stuff. So let's put this guy on. It's like a silicone sleeve of some sort. It's kind of weird. It doesn't quite fit, but it's also cold, so like is it if it's warm out, I bet this will stretch a whole lot more. But that's a decent fit. You know, it lines up with your whole thing. Let's turn it on. Let's turn on something useful. Okay, as you can see, well, you probably can't see. Let's take it off. See that? That's with it off. It's very broad. Probably goes out. I mean, I've got light hitting walls, 10 foot away in here. But you put this guy on, and all the light that's coming out of this thing is focused pretty much to this area, this circle right here. So that seems very cool, very functional. Let's change the color, because sometimes different temperature lights act differently. That's warm. So actually that seems about the same. Maybe a little more intense on the edges for some reason, but definitely starker. So that's with it on. You can see honeycomb on, and then I'll pull this side off right here, and you can see totally changes its focus. Makes it just bloom a little bit instead of boom, just hitting everywhere. Okay, so let's take this off. All right. Look at this other one. I don't know. It seems goofy, but it's probably not as goofy as I think it is. Because it actually probably just okay, in all honesty, this thing probably captures light through the face here, and then it probably internally, based on the way you have the physics of the particles, it probably bounces light actually around the back of it. That's my guess, is why you'd want something like this. So like you can see, black edge, nothing there. But as soon as you put this thing on, the whole surface lights up. So like that's the edge right there. But then you put this on, you actually have it's actually side lit. So the light casts up in a different way. And so that's actually pretty cool. It's kind of weird, but it fits on there fine. This one fits on there really well. The other one didn't fit on, is a little tighter, which is fine. Because these silicone things, they'll loosen up over time. Let's go to a thing. So yeah, you can see. Let's go to something more intense. It's more noticeable by the camera. Like a red. There we go. 0 degrees. But yeah, you can see this actually bounces light around and casts light to the edge. So it blooms out here just a little differently. And yeah, so that's with it like that. Take it off, something like that. See, yeah, you can't see those lines, because I'm sure, I guarantee you that you'd be able to see those lines in a certain context. Just me thinking, no, maybe a context that almost no one experiences. But I also want to see, so you got a bloom, it's kind of like, I'm a circle. But the most intense light is focused like right here. And I'm going to take it off. We'll see where the most intense light's focused. About the same. But I kind of just want to see if I can tell anything that's like mentionable. Yeah, I would say that the shadows, like the quality of the shadows in the room are different with the diffused light. So that's pretty, the shadows are, I don't know, not as crisp. Let's see with this. You might not be able to tell. It might all be out of focus, but oh man, but just that light, just that contrast. It's very nice. Really cool. It's a review of these guys. Well, not even a review, just a look at. what these can do. Because, I mean, I don't know what setting I'd use them in. I really don't. But they definitely provide some different functionality. And this looks cool. This looks really cool. It's like a glowing cube. And then this really focuses the light. And I'm sure there's other things you could do. I mean, they probably make, you know, shutters for the side of these, like barn doors or whatever they're called. And then, I mean, you can make any number of things for this. You can make a piece of plywood, you put tinfoil on that you bolt this thing to, and then glue glitter to it, and you could project weird light on the walls and stuff, probably. So those are some things, well, maybe some ideas, but I'm gonna turn it off, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching.